Well, I tell you, it is an ice cold morning right here in Houston. First Monday of the new year. 30 degrees? Good gosh, man. You Canadians, keep your cold air up there. Hey, welcome back, everyone. It is Randy, the king of solar screens, right here in Houston, celebrating 21 years of making window screens. I mean, what an amazing blessing. I have made it a point to educate everyone I know and learn as much as I can from all of you guys as well. Make this process easy. This morning I woke to an email, same guy. Forgive me, I forgot the guy's name. And I'm sorry, I know you're going to be watching this here in a little bit. You asked two separate questions. One, what size rivet do we use? And then you also asked about the mutton bar. Actually, it was three questions. The mutton bar that we use for colonial grid. And, of course, our corners. How do we cut them, mitre or square? Well, let's answer that first question. Rivets. Now, depends where is that camera? There it is. Okay. Now, depending on where you go, you may have to go down one of your big stores, hardware store, to get your rivets. But what we use is 8-inch rivets. And I know I emailed you earlier and I said 3/16. Forgive me, I was still wiping the sleepies out of my eyes. They're 8-inch. And so that's what we have at the end of our drill. Wherever in the world I put it. Oh, well. I haven't made any arches this morning. I've been making just normal frames, which you guys will see here in a minute. So to answer that first question, 1/4-inch rivets. All right, beautiful. Now, let's talk about the two mutton bars. There is two sizes, to my knowledge, that I'm aware of. And I'm a Screenco distributor, Screenco USA, which is, they roll form all of our aluminum. Phenomenal, guys. Check them out, screenco.com. You're going to be so in love with it. They have a plant right here in Dallas. Well, I'm in Houston, of course, right here in Texas. I believe they're in Vegas, Arizona, Wisconsin. They're all over the place, including Canada, eh? Which, again, keep your cold air up there. We don't want it down here. We got palm trees and white sand, not white snow and pine. Jeez. Well, anyway, there's two sizes. To my knowledge, there's only two sizes. 3/16 by 5/8 and 3/8 by 5/8. Yeah, I'm saying that right. I'm trying to read that in the reflection of the camera. And you see the difference of sizes. Now that the bigger one does require a notch so that when this is put in, it's level. So it doesn't create that raise, if you will. But I realize 99.9% of us do not have that $100,000 notching machine. So when you order from us through either the myscreenkit.net, kingofsolarscreens.com, we're purposely using the 3/16 5/8. And then we're doing what we call an overlay. And again, this is a very thin piece of aluminum. And then once again, that rivet, we rivet it from behind into the one in front of it so that all you see is a nice, smooth, clean transition. That way you have nothing to worry about as far as rivets. Obviously, rivets, you've heard me preach these. They're cheap. They're not designed to last forever. And although they will, the color will fade. And that's the reason why we put them always behind. I never put rivets out front. I want to make sure that that screen or that frame is just as sexy the day I put it up. 20 years from now, it still looks great. So that answers that, I hope. The two sides of mutton bar. Now this one I love. The corners. How do we cut them? What is the right way? Well, let me just add this. Now, of course, as you know, again, Screenco distributor, very proud of it. In fact, anyone here in Texas who is looking for aluminum, whether it's for window screens, pool and patio enclosures, sliding doors, get a hold of us right here at Houston, buddy. I've got you covered. All over the state of Texas, we got you covered. But let's go back to it. So there's two corners. Miter corner, interior, aluminum. And, of course, the exterior, plastic corner. And, again, we use a true 1-inch frame. So it's not 7/8, it's not 1 1/16. It is a true 1-inch frame. So when you order our My Screen kits, it will naturally come with the square corner. Because my guess is that most homeowners will not have a miter box or a miter saw. So this would allow you to just slide it in and roll it up and put it up. But for those of us who do want a miter corner, which is by far my favorite, in fact, let me just spin this around because I just finished this order of white. And of course, this is black 80% Twitchell. But here is a mitered corner. I love a nice, tight miter corner. Very beautiful. So let's go over here, and I'm going to show you how it is we miter this. I'm going to spin the camera around. Whoops, I hit the wrong button again, guys. I'm learning. I'm taking pictures, ain't I? I don't know how to turn the camera around. Okay, so let me turn this saw. What I like is an 80 tooth or better saw blade, but do not exceed 100 tooth. You will find that it actually splinters the aluminum versus making it smooth. Anything less than 80 tooth, same problem, it splinters. So if you can, use between an 80 and a 96 tooth, and you'll be good to go. I promise you that. Now, at least twice a week, because we cut so many here at our warehouse, I get my trusty T-square out just to verify that my 45s are just as perfect as can be. Oh yeah, which of course I did this morning. And then I want to make sure that my blade is straight up and down and not actually, turned or curved in any way. And my gosh, beautiful. So, don't sweat it if you get yourself one of these cool little T-squares. Keep it close to your miter saw just to verify that everything is nice. That way you end up with a nice tight corner. Exposed corners, they're not very beautiful. I've seen them on some homes, and I feel sorry for that particular homeowner who hired a company that did not do a good job. I don't know how else to call that, but that's that. So I'm going to stick my miter. I'm going to stick my T-square back under, and we'll come back over here to this workbench. So I approached my 3 questions. Rivets, 1/8 of an inch. 3/8 or 3/16, but again, I prefer the 3/16. And yes, you can order a Colonial on the myscreentopkit.net. When you turn in your order, because I couldn't figure out a good way to get this to include, because horizontally you might have 3, or vertically 2 or 3, who knows. So I had that to where you just add it to the notes. We'll take care of the rest for you, I promise you that. And then of course, again, we talked about the mitered corners versus square corners. Whatever you're comfortable with, just do it. So you guys want to see me roll one real quick before we sign off? Let me move all that out of the way. Now today what I'm rolling is, woo, yeah, look at that. All right, so today what I'm rolling is 1-inch black frame, 1-inch frame. Oh, I already said that. With black 90, of course, again, I'm Twitchell. I love my Twitchell. It's the only material that is truly 100% made in America. Limited lifetime warranty. How can you beat that? Especially if you're along the coast where we have a lot of sun, a lot of UVs, a lot of pollen, mold, bugs. This is just such a magical product. I love it. And I love doing this. And as you can see, I just roll it right on down, baby. Woo! Just like that. And I make it look as easy as I can. And I try my best. Do you have any questions? Do you have any thoughts, ideas, suggestions? I am more than happy to take it. I absolutely love learning new things, new tricks, new ideas from all of you guys out there. But more importantly, I just want to thank you guys for following along with us and allowing me to do what I do best. Again, celebrating 21 years of rocking the industry of window screens. Folks, we have a lot happening in 2025. 3 new services that we're starting to pick up. Oh, and by the way, that 1-inch frame, you're going to find it impossible to get at any of your big stores. But here's a little secret. There's a retail kit coming to a local hardware store near you. Oh, get ready for it. And by the way, it's Screenco aluminum, and it's coming right out of our warehouse right here, baby. So I'm going to leave you guys to enjoy a chilly Houston day or wherever you're at in the world. I pray nothing but blessings for you. Thank you for following along with us. Hit the like button, subscribe, tell some friends. And again, always send your questions, thoughts, ideas. King of Solar Screens Gmail, myscreenkit@gmail, or again, on either one of those websites, there's a fill out form. Ask all the questions you want. It would be an absolute pleasure to answer them all. You guys be blessed. Woo!